Alex is asleep right now. So I'm going to show you some mostly Christmas signs in ASL because Jonathan's family and my family mostly celebrate Christmas. We have some family members who celebrate Yule, so I'll show you how to say Happy Yule, but mostly I'm going to focus on Christmas signs. I'll also show you how to say Happy Holidays if you're not sure what someone celebrates. Happy Holidays. This is happy. I've also seen it signed with two hands. But you can just be lazy and do one hand. Happy. And then holidays. Imagine you're about to go on vacation and you're feeling very smug and you're snapping your suspenders. Holidays. Happy holidays. I showed you earlier the sign for Christmas. It's a C, and you make half of a wreath. Christmas. Christmas. However, if you're saying Merry Christmas, it's a common enough phrase that it's acceptable in ASL to just sign MC. So this is the letter M. Take your three fingers, index, middle, and ring finger. M, C. Merry Christmas. Take a go. Merry Christmas, Alex. And this is Alex. If you haven't watched the other videos, it's the letter A, and you make a smile. Merry Christmas, Alex. Oh, and Happy Yule. I did look around online for a specific ASL sign for Yule, and I didn't find it, so I believe it's an example of a word you have to fingerspell, and she's waking up, so I might have to take a break. Okay, great. So, happy. Y-U-L-E. Yule. Y. If you don't know your ASL alphabet, this is Y. Kind of looks like a Y. U. Two fingers. Just imagine it's making kind of a U shape like that. U. L. Sometimes you've seen people do this for loser. L. And then E. You just kind of crook your fingers down, kind of flat like that, and tuck your thumb in like that to make a letter E. So if we saw Alex's cousin Morgan or Uncle Nicholas or Aunt Barbara, we would say, Happy Yule. A few other things you could say to Alex if you saw her around Christmas time. When she was visiting, you might say, oh, look at the Christmas tree. And in ASL, when you're being strict about it, you put the adjective before the noun, so you would do tree Christmas. So you would say, look. Pretty straightforward for look like that, and point at what you want her to look at. And tree, you make kind of like the ground with your arm, and then you hold your elbow and you make a tree. And just imagine this is the trunk, and these are the leaves waving in the wind. Tree. And then you would say what kind of tree. You'd say Christmas. So you would say, and let's look at the Christmas tree. If you want to, let's say it's snowing, probably won't be this year in Virginia, but you never know. You could say, this is snow. You just make it snow with your fingers. So if you're looking out the window, you can say, oh. If you want to ask Alex, what do you want for Christmas? You would say, what do you want? Christmas. What is kind of like, what? In ASL, you don't sign all of the words that you would say in English, so because you're already saying what, you don't really have to sign do. There is a sign for do, but I don't believe it would be used here. So you say, what you want, you kind of take your hands and rake them toward you. Want. What do you want? And then for, take your pointer finger and just go out from your temple like that. For. This is a really silly mnemonic, but it helps me remember for. For Halloween, I had these little rhinestone dealies on my face. They were little stickers, little gems. And I just imagine like maybe I'm out somewhere and somebody needed one like for her costume or something, and I lent her one, like, oh, this is for you. That's really stupid, but it helps me remember for. Like, oh, here's one for you. So for, and then Christmas. So you could say, And then she could answer if she were older. Let's say she wanted toys, toys. This is a sign language T. You take your pointer finger and tuck it over your thumb like that. If you only shake one T, it means toilet. And toilet in ASL really means like potty. It's more how a little kid would ask would say, I want to go to the bathroom, like potty, potty, potty. If you're grown up, you do R, which is this. You cross your fingers. Restroom, restroom, potty, potty. But if you shake two T's, I believe it's toys. Toys. So Alex could say, I want toys. And she could say, I want toys now. Or, I want more toys. More. This is more. Probably waking her up a little bit. Her hearing fluctuates, so sometimes she does seem to hear me and get a little annoyed when I'm talking when she's sleeping. Okay, so, and then on Christmas Day, if you want to say, oh, here's your present. Here, it's kind of, it looks a little bit like what to me, but you don't, when you say what, you're kind of making a what face, like, what? Like, what do you want? Here, you kind of just gesture here, or you can point here, here's your stocking, here's your presents. But it's, say, here's your present, I would say. Say it's big and it's on the ground and I'm not handing it to her, you could say, here is your present. You take your hand and kind of like push it out toward the person. Here is your present. And for present, you just kind of mime like you're giving a box or a little something. Present. If I were carrying her, or not carrying her around, but if I want to say, oh, here's your stocking. I don't know why I'd have to say that, but if I just wanted to remind her or something, I could point and say, here is your. And then for stocking, I looked around online. There's not a specific sign for Christmas stocking. You do sock. So singular sock is this. So you imagine this hand is pretending to be your foot, and you kind of like you slide on a sock, and then you do a little edge. So if I want to say, oh, there's your stocking. And then one last thing, cookies, because that's very important. Because this year we are going to put out cookies for Santa. I hear he likes gingerbread kind, so I made sure to get some dough for that kind. Santa at our house likes gingerbread cookies. So say here, if you want to say here is cookies and milk for Santa, you would say here again, just here. If you're near it, just here. Cookies. So imagine you're making cookies and you've got a cookie cutter. You go do that twice. Just hold a flat hand and go, kind of like you've got a round little cookie cutter. It also means biscuit, but in this context, it's probably understood that we're giving Santa delicious cookies and not like biscuits and gravy or something, although that would be acceptable actually to the Santa at our house. So cookies. And then with, you just kind of clunk your fists together like this at the knuckles. So not like this, but like this. So that kind of the middle knuckle is knocking. It doesn't have to make a sound, but go like that. With. And then milk. Usually the first sign that a lot of babies learn. Like you're milking a cow. Milk. And you could say for Santa. Or, remember, like, oh, this is for you. For. And then Santa, you just mime a beard. There are other ways to do Santa. You can make a big bushy beard like this with two hands and make two humps. But you could also just go Santa. I think we're just going to teach Alex the easy one, Santa. So, yeah, let me review everything first with my voice, if she lets me, unless she wakes up, and then without. So, happy holidays. Happy Yule. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Alex. Look, the Christmas tree. Look, the snow. What do you want for Christmas? You can also say, what do you want from Santa? Santa. Lots of ways to do Santa. Just make a beard. Santa. And then she could say, I want And then on Christmas Day, you can say, here is your present. Here is your stocking. Here are cookies with milk for Santa. And then I'll do it without my voice to see if it kind of works for you. Say I'm out shopping and I don't know what holiday someone celebrates. If we see our family who celebrate Yule, our family who we know celebrate Christmas, or to Alex if one of her cousins wants to say Merry Christmas, Alex. Uh, She's still asleep. I was so sure she was going to erupt into screams any second. Okay. She's swearing on my Christmas Wednesday that I was going to show you if she woke up, but you'll just have to take my word for it. And she's sleeping with her. She has a Christmas village. It's made for babies. She can chew on it and everything. There's our tree. Uh, mm, 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 mm.